Coming to the end of the season, guys, and today we've got two semi-finals for you. Let's get to the first one. Welcome back to our Rebuilding Arsenal save, guys, where we attempt to be better than Arteta. And today we could take another step towards managing that with our two semi-finals. We've got the first one against Bournemouth in the FA Cup, and also our Europa Cup semi-finals against Atalanta. We'll show one of those two legs, so we're not keeping you around too long. We're going to jump straight into it though with the FA Cup semi-final against Bournemouth. This is going to be our lineup for that game. We've got Livakovic in goal, a back four of Tierney, Saliba, Coates and Lamperty, Vecino and Ward-Prowse in midfield, Holzek, Gavi, Youssef Demir sitting just behind Alvarez up front. We've had to rotate quite heavily here for this side just due to fatigue, injuries, players being cup tied, the whole shebang, but hopefully we've still got enough to go and see off Bournemouth and keep our FA Cup dreams alive. As always, guys, if you do enjoy today's video, please do drop a like down below and interact with the video. If you want to subscribe as well and hit the notification bell, YouTube will let you know every time we upload, and you can follow along with the end of this series as well as our non-league to legends series, which will be starting very soon. For now though, we've been on a good run of form. We've got 5 wins in our last 5 matches. Let's go out and batter Bournemouth. One thing I would definitely like to sort out with my full save, obviously not going to be with Arsenal, going to be with a different team, but possession problems. I don't think I've even got pass into space here. Oh dear, that is not how we want to see this tie start. I've just looked and I do still have pass into space on, so we're going to take that off immediately. We do play quite well like that, but equally I'd like to have some possession, and I assume Bournemouth just hit the worst corner in the history of Football Manager because we didn't even get the highlight for it. They've had 3 shots and 3 on target in the first 15 minutes though, and as it stands, it turns out Bournemouth are battering us. I don't really want to be dropping to cautious in this tie, especially not this early, but equally I don't really want to be getting beaten by Bournemouth either. So we'll drop to cautious just for a minute, try and demand more from the team and regain some control of this match. Why are we getting smacked up so hard by Bournemouth here? We have got another highlight here though. It's a big ball forward from their goalkeeper, picked up by our defence. Tierney with the ball now, back to Saliba. Carefully picking our passes here. Coates, Saliba again, out to Tierney, passes it forward to Holzek. Those two have got a good understanding over on that left side. It's into Alvarez. Alvarez out to Youssef Demir, pings it back into Gavi, and Gavi can't quite get that on target. He did score his first goal for the club a couple of games ago against Norwich, and hopefully he's going to be one that can come to the forefront at the end of this save. He's definitely going to be involved in matches as we rotate the team and try and keep everyone fresh, and that is going to be half time. We're going to ask the team to go out and get more possession. I'm not overly happy so far with our performance. We do have a corner here. It is going to be a Ward-Prowse special, hopefully into that near post. It's Coates. I thought that had gone in for a second. It hasn't. It's gone over. We have now got more shots, so maybe dropping to that cautious mentality is allowing us to sit back a bit more, soak up a little bit of pressure, get hold of the ball and then play it forward. And looking down at the bottom of my screen, Tierney, best player on the pitch, also the most tired player on the pitch right now, and eventually, probably around now, we are going to have to sub him off. We'll take Tierney off and bring on Tavares. Definitely not as good a player either defensively or going forward, but needs must, and we're getting more and more tired players here. This is a bit crazy. Holzek's looking very tired, so we're going to bring, I guess we bring on Smith Rowe in that case, although Gavi's looking tired, so we might have to move him over in a second as well. Ward-Prowse is saying he looks like he's given everything he has as well. I'm thinking if we take Gavi off though, move Smith Rowe into the middle and Hudson-Odoi out to that left side. This tie at the moment looks like it's going to extra time. And I don't know what it's been about the last couple of matches where we've basically got no highlights. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the game there. Maybe nothing's going on with the game. Maybe we're just not playing that well. It is going to go to extra time. We're going to tell the team again we're not happy with their performance. They should be doing a lot better against a team like Bournemouth. And we were tired enough already, and this might be the point. Oh, I say this might be the point where we lose the tie, but actually Bournemouth almost gifting us a goal there. We definitely need to be taking that chance. Basically given a goal on a plate there, and we've not done anything with it, unfortunately. I think maybe we take Alvarez off here and bring on Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham not fully fit, but hopefully he's going to be a bit fitter than everyone else on the pitch, and can hopefully grab a goal for us here. That was very close to a Bournemouth goal as well. Saliba just smashing that into the crowd, out of danger. And that's half time on extra time. We'll start the second half now. First thing we're going to see is a Bournemouth attack, but it isn't going to amount to anything. Ward-Prowse there, keeping hold of the ball, pass it back to Saliba, pings it to Vecino in midfield, back to Saliba again, over to Tavares on the left. Tavares, do not get tackled and lose the ball there. Over to Smith Rowe, big ball forward to Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham popping it in the back of the net for his 23rd goal of the season. There's 106 minutes on the clock. That was a good substitution, bringing him on when he's fit so he can run at those defenders, press them hard, press that line as the ball gets pinged around there. And it looks like hopefully that could be enough to see us into the final. The final will be against Liverpool. I can't remember who was in the other semi-final. Liverpool and Reading. I saw they won like 4-1, 4-0, 4-1, something like that. So the final will be against Liverpool. Hopefully it's us going to it and not Bournemouth, although we have made a very difficult job of this. Smith Rowe then, over to Abraham, out to Vecino, back into Abraham. Abraham absolutely taking the back of the net off with that shot. We're 2-0 up. That should be us. Clear and dry and into the final now. And Super Tammy coming on as the super sub there. It's a good ball back to Vecino just so he can run on. Good 1-2 between the two. Powered past the keeper there. Nothing he could do about that. We're now into extra time. It's 2-0 after extra time for Arsenal. Thank you guys. It's a good win for us. And we will definitely have one more episode of the series and at least a FA Cup final to look forward to in that one. What we've got to do now is see if we can make that episode a 2 final episode and get ourselves over to that Europa League final as well. So we've already got to 1 final in the FA Cup against Liverpool, and we're going to see if we can make it 2. This is the first leg against Atalanta in the Europa League semi-final. We'll have a look and see how this goes. If it looks a bit tight, we can always do the second leg in this episode. If it's an absolute cakewalk, then we won't do that, and we'll just go straight to the final episode of the series. For the moment though, this is the team we're going to be using against Atalanta. We've got Livakovic in goal, a back four of Tierney, Gabriel, Saliba and Lamptey. We've got Ward-Prowse and Gundogan in midfield. Then we've got Smith Rowe, Gavi and Saka behind Abraham. Couple of injuries not giving us the ideal team. We've got Ruben Neves, but he's not fully fit yet. We've also got Sebastian Coates, who would normally be in that defensive 2 at the back, but he needs a rest as well. We don't want to break Sebastian Coates. He's been fantastic this season. He's pitched in. Can't see it quite because it's behind my head, but I'll put him up here a second so you can see him. 16 goals he's pitched in with this season, so absolutely essential to the team. Hopefully we can go and get something good out of this though, and book our second final of the series. It'd be nice to end this on a high. Be great to have a final episode with 2 finals. We know we're going to have at least 1, but 2 would obviously be better. I've just noticed that Gavi doesn't have a face. That's quite annoying. I'm going to have to update my face packs before we go over to our non-league to legends save, where we're starting with Bath City. I have mentioned it a few times, obviously. Sorry to keep bleating on about it. It'd be really good to get some support on that one though. So if you're new around and you haven't already subscribed, perfect time to do so now. We have still got this on key highlights. We've had 2 shots so far in the first 11-12 minutes. Quite nice for us. Again, massively suffering on possession though. I think I might have to remove that pass into space permanently. So Ward-Prowse corner though to start off the tie. Saliba getting pushed there. We're going to VAR to double check it. He made a really weird animation swan dive type thing if he wasn't pushed. We have got a penalty awarded in the first 15 minutes. Who will be taking this? Abraham? I assume that's Abraham there. It is Tammy Abraham to add to his tally for the season. Keeper's gone completely the wrong way and it's slotted in by Tammy Abraham into that bottom right corner. It's a good start to the tie. It's exactly what we wanted. Good penalty there. Keeper's completely wrong-footed. Abraham looking assured and confident setting up to that one. And so far, Atalanta. I'm going to just keep calling them Atalanta. Atalanta haven't had a shot yet and we are 1-0 up. Lamptey and Gundogan now both getting yellow cards here. So we're going to tell them to ease off the tackles a little bit and sort themselves out. We don't want any red cards. Putting our tie and our final aspirations in danger here. Highlight here straight from the goal kick for Atalanta. It's a big ball forward, which seems a bit pointless and needless because there is absolutely no one in that area of the field for them. We're going to build from the back here though. Gabriel ploughing forward. It's a ball forward for Smith Rowe to run onto into the box. Gavi, not a good shot there really. Apparently it skimmed the top of the bar, but it definitely did not look like that on the match animation there. And yeah, 30 minutes into the tie, and we are definitely controlling it. It's very counter-attacking football because Atalanta have had an obscene amount of the ball here. As I've said a few times in this series, especially with this Arsenal side though, possession isn't everything. It's what you do with it that counts. It's another Ward-Prowse corner, this time into the box. It is cleared by an Atalanta defender, only as far as Lamptey though. Lamptey manages to get it back out. Saliba out wide to Ward-Prowse. Smith Rowe holding it up. Ward-Prowse cross, aiming for Saka. Can't quite get there. Gabriel's picked it up again though. Out wide to Tierney. Into Abraham. Abraham with his second of the game. 26 goals so far this season. Somebody tell me that Tammy Abraham wasn't a very informed, good signing. Completely changed that pressing up front. And he's a good finisher. Tierney there, beautiful cross into Abraham just to slot into the goal. 2-0 up against Atalanta. It's going to be, if we stay like this, no questions, it's going to be a 2 final episode for the final episode of the series before we head into the Bath City save. All we've got to do now really is just keep on top of this. It's now just down pretty much to game management. It's a Ward-Prowse free kick here though. Into Gabriel's head. It's a third goal on the night. 3-0 up now against Atalanta. Another goal for Gabriel, who's definitely added to his goal scoring tally this season. I don't remember him scoring barely any last season. He has obviously been playing a lot more consistently. He's got a really good partnership in that centre of defence with Sebastian Coates. It's all us. Every highlight so far though. Big throw from Tierney into Smith Rowe. Abraham. It's going to go to VAR. Is it going to stand? Has Tammy Abraham just got his hat-trick in the Europa League semi-final? I'm guessing it's been checked by VAR because we've gone to the highlight. Goal is standing. Oh yeah, easily onside. Tammy Abraham's got his hat-trick on the big stage. Hopefully he can do it on the even bigger stage in the final, which I feel like at this point, unless there's an absolute collapse, is guaranteed. Unfortunately, Tierney has just picked up a knock there, wants to stay on, but also it looks like your leg's broken. So we'll bring on Tavares there to cover for him. And I'm also seeing Lamptey in defence is also looking pretty tired. So we'll bring on Mbemba, and we have one more substitution to make at that point. To be honest, it could be any of our players because they're all looking fairly tired. Who do we bring off? Let's bring off Saka and let's bring on Hudson-Odoi for that final 15 of the match. Atalanta, again, I'm sure they probably will have a shot here at some point. Oh, they've just made a substitution, but I say a substitution. They've had a player injured, so they're down to 10 men. I was about to say they might get a shot in this match before the end of it, but it's really going to be very poor performance from them, I guess. Us on the ball again, though. Gundogan over to Xavi. Xavi pings it out wide to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe holding the ball up into Ward-Prowse to power into the back of the net, though. 5-0 up in the first leg. I don't think, as much as I want to, we're going to be bringing the second leg over to YouTube, because, again, if we have that spectacular, absolute dismantling by Atalanta in the second leg, I will hit record halfway through the match and we'll start watching it. But I don't see how Atalanta, they've not even had a shot tonight, even with all of their possession. I don't see how Atalanta are going to come over to our place. Oh no, this was at our place. I don't see how we're going to go over to Atalanta's and lose by, we'd have to lose by 6-0 here, realistically. They'd have to score 6 goals with no reply, which I feel like fairly unachievable. Tierney's only out for 1 to 3 days, which is good. Ward-Prowse, a bit of a fitness concern, but hopefully we can rest him next match. And we're going to tell Tammy Abraham how fantastic he is. Great for him to show up there. So it looks like we're going to have the final against, who will it be against? I'm not sure what's going on the other leg. Either Milan or Chelsea. Chelsea are 5-1 down as well, though, so they'd have to put in a ridiculous showing, much like Atalanta in the second leg, for us to be facing them. So it looks like it will end up being us and Milan in the final. Obviously not got a lot to play for in the league. We just need to maintain for the last 5 games and make sure we stay in that 3rd place, so we get Champions League football next season. With that, though, looks like we are going to have 2 finals for the next episode. So they should be uploaded on YouTube tomorrow, and then from there we can go on to the full save. As always, though, guys, if you have enjoyed that, please do interact with the video by liking it, subscribing, anything you want. Drop a comment, tell us how you think we're going to do in our 2 finals that we're definitely going to get. We're definitely going to have 2 here. Do you think we're winning none of them, one of them, or both of them? Let me know down below. Until next time, though, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.